The history of the U.S.S. Pegasus. The U.S.S. Pegasus NCC 53847 was a Federation Oberth-class starship operated by Starfleet. A prototype vessel, the Pegasus served as a test-bed vehicle for various technologies, many of which would later be implemented into the Galaxy-class and other designs. In 2358, the Pegasus was commanded by Captain Eric Pressman and included Ensign William T. Riker on his first assignment out of the Academy. In that year, Pegasus was assigned to conduct a test of a phased cloaking device in direct violation of the Treaty of Algernon. During the test, an explosion occurred in main engineering, resulting in heavy casualties. Several members of the crew, including the first officer and chief engineer, mutinied in an attempt to shut down the illegal test. Pressman, Riker, and several other crew members fled the ship in an escape pod. Not long after departing, the plasma relays were ignited and made it look like the ship had exploded. No wreckage was found, and the vehicle was believed to have been destroyed by a warp core breach. In fact, the Pegasus was not destroyed, but rather drifted in phase cloak form until it failed, rematerializing inside asteroid Gamma 601, half of it in solid rock in the Devlon system. The survivors stated that the accident in engineering had been responsible for the destruction of the Pegasus and made no mention of the cloak. The Judge Advocate General's inquiry into the incident included that the surviving officers had not been entirely truthful in their recounts of the events and suggested a further investigation. The follow-up investigation never took place, and the inquiry report was quietly buried by Starfleet intelligence. In 2370, the Romulan warbird Tureks discovered a piece of the wreckage from the Pegasus in the Devlon system. Pressman, now a rear admiral, dispatched the U.S.S. Enterprise D to recover the vessel first, aiming to reach the cloaking device before the Romulans discovered the Federation's duplicity. The Enterprise encountered the asteroid and found the ship, which was partially phased into solid rock. The illegal events that happened aboard were made public, and Pressman, among others, were court-martialed. The ship itself was not recovered. Background information. The Pegasus itself was named after the winged horse of Greek mythology, who was said to have sprung from the back of Medusa. In the episode, LaForge asks what would Romulans want with pieces of a 12-year-old starship, suggesting that the Pegasus was launched the same year it was lost. Design origins. Rick Sternbeck designed a new ship type in October 1993 for the Pegasus based on parts from the Enterprise C. Budget limitations forced the reuse of the Grissom studio model from Star Trek III: The Search for Spock. Sternbeck himself had noted in this regard, as far as the Pegasus was concerned, yes, there were a few sketches of the ship done, but to make it easy on the VFX folks, it was supposed to be a kit bash of sorts from either a nebula or an ambassador. For whatever reason, probably time or money, the Oberth miniature or a copy served as the Pegasus. Rick Sternbeck's original sketch was auctioned off on eBay on December 1st, 2009. This was an 11 by 17 inch semi-original pen and ink and paste-up drawing for the concept of the U.S.S. Pegasus out of Enterprise C physical model parts, instead of the reusing of the U.S.S. Oberth science ship. The drawing is signed in the lower right. And that concludes the history of the U.S.S. Pegasus. Peace and long life.